What's up, everybody? It's the God, the rock and roll gangster, old school Tony Carter, and I'm back. Now, this video it's gonna be a doozy right here, right? I got a video request. I got a video request from one of my subscribers, and he want me to do a video on us being a dependent society. Us being a dependent society, right? I can go plenty of different directions with this one, right? See, one way we can be dependent society is, one reason I should say is, you got everybody doing this whole follow the leader ass shit. Everybody want to follow the leader or follow the trend. Everybody want to follow what's hot. And you see all these fucking carbon copies and shit. You know what I'm saying? One after one after one after one after another, so on and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing the same shit. We such a dependent society that we don't understand, that we don't realize that this shit make us weak. This shit make us weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point, right? For example, right? The music that motherfuckers listen to, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the hood, right? Everybody listen to the same old garbage in the hood and shit, right? But then you come in, you play some real shit, like some real hip hop or some real R&B or some classical shit or some instrumentals or whatever the fuck, right? Some jazz or blues or country or whatever, right? Motherfuckers looking at you like, you listen to that? Why don't you listen to this Chief Keef? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Chief Keef or whatever, though. I'm just using that as an example. But it's like, nigga, I'm not listening to that bullshit because you listen to it. I'ma listen to it because I like the shit, right? A lot of y'all motherfuckers is following each other and listening to that trash, though, depending on other motherfuckers viewpoints on what's good music or what's good taste or whatever. So that's one reason why I say we the dependent society, because we depend on what motherfuckers think about us and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that damn mentality or whatnot, right? And plus, I'm not finna listen to no music that these bitches listen to on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you may be like a fan of Nas or Jadakiss. You may come across a few females that like Nas or Jadakiss. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna listen to um uh Young M.A. or whatever the new hot motherfucker out right now, and then the female can like sit there and quote the song word from word, and I can quote the rap word from word, and then the bitch trying to be hard like that. I don't like that shit, bro. I like listening to shit that the females don't like listening to, especially when it comes to rap. But anyway, man. Anyway, another reason why we become such a dependent society, another example, is this whole YouTube shit, especially the fucking Black Manosphere. You know, Kevin Samuels, right? He came out, you know what I'm saying? He got big, I guess. Congratulations, I guess, you know what I'm saying? He became that dude, you know what I'm saying, in the space or whatever. But you got a lot of these cats out here following behind them, flip flopping their talking points, changing up their viewpoints, their stance, their critiques about the critiques about whether it's women or family or single mothers or ratchets and the Pookies and Ray Rays and shit, right? But then they following Kevin Samuels. Now they like, oh shit. Well, if Kevin do this, then it must be right. Or if Kevin do this, it might be right. If he wear a suit, it's cool. Or if he if he co-sign Pookies, then I'm a co-sign Pookies. If I'm a, if nobody kissing ass, man. Nobody stands on their own two no more, bruh. Dependent ass niggas, bruh. Depending on this motherfucker. You feel me? Don't even use their own mindset, man. Goofy. Another reason why for example, another way a motherfucker be too dependent on society is because you guessed it, the motherfucking poke. And we all know what the poke is, you know what I'm saying? Let's not play dumb. You know what I'm saying? Just for, just to keep YouTube off my back. We gonna keep it at that, right? So now they got everybody out here getting the poke. Nobody's doing their due diligence. Everybody's saying, "Oh, if you get the poke, da 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 da, everything will be fine and dandy." So everybody get the poke, putting that, putting that, putting that snake poison. Let's just say that snake poison in your system and shit. Now, when shit happened to you, you fall out, you drop dead, and you having cardiac arrest and strokes and all types of shit, clogged arteries and all types of goofy shit. Now you're looking silly as hell and shit because you're following everybody else, depending on everybody else's opinions, depending on everybody else's thoughts, depending on what everybody else tell you. You depend on shit. Goofy. We are a dependent society, bruh. We are a dependent society, so we all dependent. Everybody depending on, for the most part, depending on the poke to make everything clear. That's gonna clear up the ghost out here. Nah, B. Mm-mm. Another reason why we are a dependent society, for example, is when it comes down to the whole family dynamic, right? So we depending on having, that's the golden standard of family. We depending on as far as two kids, a wife, a picket fence, two-car garage, all that shit. College, both college educated. Like, nah, B, everybody ain't built for marriage, man. It's like you guys are dependent on marriage. You guys are dependent on women too much, bruh. Y'all dependent on women so much that y'all want to share y'all lives with them. And then y'all want to sit there and y'all want to critique and y'all want to downplay guys who don't want that shit. Guys who woke up like, nah, I'm good. You don't even gotta talk this red pill shit. Motherfuckers be like, hey man, you married or how's your wife? I ain't married. Oh, you got a girl? Nah, I'm single, B. Well, you haven't found the right one and you don't want to be in a relationship, da 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 da. What about your kid? I don't got no kids. What? What? You don't got no kids? Oh man, do you want one? Y'all be too dependent on them, on that shit, man. On children, wife, and kids and all that stuff, man. Like y'all just depending on that shit, bro. If you got that, then I guess it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you got that, but quit expecting everybody to be a carbon copy of you. That's what you do. That's what you do. But a motherfucker like me and others, nah, B. That's not the fucking standard of life. That's not the standard of happiness. That's not the standard of happiness, famo. Maybe to you, but to me, nah. Mm-mm. We depending on family dynamics and relationships and all that shit, right? Nah. And an offshoot of that, another example is we too dependent on sex. We too dependent on pleasure, sexual pleasure. It's to the point, right, where motherfuckers will argue you up and down because you don't want to have sex, or you kind of like shy away from sex a little bit, even if it's temporarily, until you get your shit together, until you get your finances in order. You be like, well, no, I ain't finna like touch a female or be around a female until I get my shit together or whatever. So now I can be focused on myself. Cause if I be focused chasing skirts all damn day or whatever, then I'm going to throw myself off my mission, off my purpose, right? But then you got motherfuckers be like, shit, man, me, I knock them down. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers is horny. So by your standard, right? We all gotta be walking around here like some horn dog ass niggas, bruh. A bunch of hard dick ass, hard third leg ass niggas around each other and shit. Can't control our sexual urges and shit. Gotta hit everything under the table, under the sun. Man, fuck out of here, man. Like I say, sex is good, sex is cool, but it ain't that deep. It is not that serious. And to be quite frankly, and be quite frank about it, this shit's fucking overrated, bruh. See, we became too dependent on in society. I mean, we too dependent minded in modern day society, right? To where it comes to sex, right? Y'all overrate sex, but y'all underrate getting y'all purpose in order, getting y'all life in order. And some of you fucking idiots that get your paper up, your mind, get your paper up, keep money on your mind, get your pockets right. You know what I'm saying? Get a skill, get a trade, own businesses, just to give it to a bitch who don't give a fuck about you. It ain't like you vet the chick. You just did it just because she got a fat ass and a cute face. And you saying, oh, she's wifey material. What? Cause she cute? Cause she got a fat ass? There's a million billion bitches out here with that shit. So what? They're wifey material too? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop depending on that shit. Stop depending on sex as like the ultimate pleasure. Uh, shit weird, man. This shit weird, bro. We so much of a damn dependent society, man. Dependent minded society, right? To where everybody gotta be, motherfuckers want this to be a fucking echo chamber. They want the whole community to be an echo chamber. Like, for example, like in the black community, it's like, oh, well, you ain't black if you don't do this. Or you ain't black if you not against white people, or you don't support the Black Lives Matter and shit. Pardon me. And then you try to tell them like the facts about Black Lives Matter, like, hey, bro, look, it's supported by the LGBTQ MFs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no. But it's about, you know what I'm saying, police brutality and treating better treatment for blacks. I'm like, bruh, they getting rich off men's pain, bruh. They getting paid off the deaths of black men, and they got a house on the hills and shit, millionaire paper and shit. You know what I'm saying? Papered up and shit, caked up off of your motherfucking death, black men, off your deaths, of the deaths of black men. Oh no, man, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. All right, dog. All right. We too dependent on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Politics. We independent-minded society on when it comes to certain politics. You grow up, let's say, like you Democratic, right? Your parents Democratic, your grandparents Democratic, your great-great-grandparents were Democratic or whatever. But when the shit start to trickle down to you, now you want to be Democrat, not because you feel like you like their political views or you like what they say or what they talking about or whatnot and their policies or whatnot. You know, you just being Democrats because your parents and grandparents say, well, they're just for the black people. They're for the poor. You're not doing your due diligence and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't understand that the Democratic Party had endorsed slavery and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the KKK party. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that there was a Democratic Republican Party. They was like together at one point in the 1700s, I believe. A lot of motherfuckers don't read. That's the problem. That's the problem, though. So they depending on another thing too. We also a dependent minded society because we depend on everybody else giving us the news, giving us information instead of going out seeking information for yourself. We dependent on the mainstream media. We dependent on what everybody else tells us. Our parents, our friends, our family. And so half the time they don't even know what the fuck they be talking about because them motherfuckers don't read. If motherfuckers was more dependent on a fucking book, on a goddamn book, instead of being dependent on what society tells them, then we'll be a lot smarter than what we are as a whole. Just fucking saying. So basically what I'm saying is, you know, the moral of the story, right? The main idea of the story, right? Stop being so damn dependent on what others think and being dependent on goofy shit. Think for yourself. Get out of that mindset. Think outside the box sometimes. Pick up a damn book. Study, meditate, get yourself in shape, exercise, eat right. Old school out.